Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about how to release tension in the upper part of your pelvis. So a lot of people come to me telling me they actually have lower back pain, but I actually noticed that they have more kind of SI joint, sacrum, upper glute pain. So lower back pain would be kind of above your iliac crest. So these are the iliac crest, it would be like above here. And then more of the sacrum SI joint pain would be in the upper glute area or in these SI joints. Now, a lot of time when I am observing people move, whether they are sitting, standing, squatting, they tend to just hold a lot of tension here. Now, one of the common observations I see is that when they squat, they tend to tuck their pelvis at the bottom of their squat, meaning that as they squat and go lower, they tend to tuck their pelvis, meaning they tend to, they can't keep their spine neutral. They are very rounded or like a C-shape spine at the lowest part of the squat. So that tells me that they have difficulty disassociating the spine from the pelvis, meaning they don't know how to move the spine separately from the pelvis, and instead everything moves together. So that's why we get that C shape in the spine. So being able to squat down with a neutral pelvis means that you can hinge at your hips so that you don't have to compensate by kind of tucking and rounding your pelvis. So again, a common observation I see when people are squatting and they have tension in the back of the pelvis is that they tend to tuck their pelvis at the end of a squat, or they kind of have a C-shaped spine curvature. So releasing tension here can be really helpful because that can improve your squat form, but also relieve any pain that you feel in this area. Now, one of the ways to release tension here is to get this sacrum moving. So this is your sacrum and this is your iliums. So this moves. So a lot of people think this entire pelvis is like one rigid structure, but it's actually a pliable, flexible structure. This is why when people give birth, you want this sacrum to move out of the way because it creates more space in the pelvic outlet. So if this structure was very rigid, it would not be a very functional structure. That's why if we improve mobility at your SI joints here, that can unlock this, meaning you can allow this joint to move, and that way you can squat and get that neutral pelvis and not be tucking. So how do we release tension in these SI joints? So I go over a lot of videos on how to unlock the SI joint, how to unlock the glutes. One of the best ways to get this moving is to release all the muscles that attach or cross over this joint. One of those major muscles are your glutes. So your glutes will attach from your sacrum and will attach into this ischial spine. So you have glutes that run horizontal, and you have glutes that run all the way to your femur. They go like this. So there's small ones like here, and there's bigger ones here. So if you can lengthen these muscles, it will allow this structure to move. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but again, if you can lengthen these muscles, you're gonna free up this sacrum, and you're gonna make your pelvis a lot happier. So again, if you're experiencing a lot of pain in the top of your pelvis, release tension in your glutes. I will link down a few stretches you can do to release tension in the glutes. You can also use a massage ball, like a tune-up ball, which I will also link below. I love the tune-up fitness balls because you can actually kind of massage those glutes against the wall. So your back is against the wall, you're gonna put the ball against your butt, and you're just gonna roll side to side to release the tension in the back of this glute. Again, you can do stretches that release the glutes, but I like doing a combination of kind of myofascial release, some soft tissue work, even seeing a physical therapist to help release some of the tension in here can also be helpful, and then combining that with exercises. So I hope that video was helpful, just to kind of explain again why you might be having aches and pains here and just tips on what you can do about it. I will link again some exercises that you can do just to kind of help further release the tension here so that you can kind of undo any tightness that you have here. Let me know if you have any questions. You can drop them below.